It's time for our next Disney World staycation.
Florida style. That was really nostalgic for me.
What are you doing? This is elite.
What a time to be alive. You could be in the bath and watching a movie? Like, incredible.
Hey there, Man Fam. We are back for another episode of our staycation series, this time at Disney's Old Key West Resort.
Now, Disney loves to theme their beautiful resorts to exotic and exciting locations around the world.
That's
you could
true.
visit the savannas of Africa, the tropical islands of the Caribbean, the French and Italian Riviera, and sometimes when you're here in Florida, you get to go to Florida. That's right, this is a Florida-themed hotel.
And all jokes aside, Disney's Old Key West is the oldest DVC resort, and I've actually never stayed here, so we're excited to take you along as we explore everything this resort has to offer, from all the food to the room and the amenities. So let's go.
Let's go to Florida.
Oh, we made it. We're here
We
right
did it.
now.
We did it.
Guys, it was so fast you didn't even see it happen.
We made it. And yes, I know I'm being silly with it. This is themed to the Florida Keys specifically, which is a very different vibe than Central Florida. But a lot of you have actually requested this one. This is a very popular and beloved hotel. I think it's considered by some people a hidden gem of the Disney resorts for its laid-back atmosphere and great amenities. So let's get in there. But before we do, quick thank you to DVC Rental Store for sponsoring this video and booking our room. When you see how much you can pay to stay at this hotel and get all the perks of a villa resort, you're going to be shocked. Like Alan said, this was the original Disney Vacation Club resort. It opened up in 1991, but you don't have to be a DVC member to stay here or at any DVC resort. We are not, but again, we use DVC Rental Store to score great rates on the rooms. And the story of Old Key West is that we are in the Keys town of Conch Flats. So that is a fictional town made up for this resort, but you're gonna see that everywhere on the trash cans. You can see the store is called Conch Flats General Store, and it's gonna have that islandy feeling around the resort that Key West has if you've been there. Actually, if you want to know what it's like to go to Key West with us, we went there on our Virgin cruise. I wore this same exact outfit, and we spent the day with our friends Shay and James. You may know Shay from social media, and we ate our way around Key West in a day. So that was very fun. We're going to have similar flavors today, I think. I think there will be key lime in our future.
On our approach, we are greeted by steel drums and the open-air market-style lobby area where you've got your check-in desk, bell services, and your Conch Flats General Store. Now we are going to go do check-in really quickly. And on our way in, you're going to see this nod to Hemingway here, a famous resident of the Keys. Love the paint basket on the back of the bike with these beautiful painted oars, pointing you to all the different fun areas you have here as you walk into the resort proper.
All right, all checked in and are in the main area of Old Key West. A fun Easter egg right here. You've got these nautical flags, and it would either read Members Welcome Home or Welcome Home Members, depending on which way you're looking at it. And it is right here overseeing the docks, because one of the perks of staying at this resort is that there is a boat to Disney Springs, which of course expands your dining and shopping and entertainment opportunities quite a bit. Anywhere else you'd like to get using Disney transportation from this resort, you are going to be taking buses. I will say this is, to me, a con of this resort because it is absolutely massive. You're looking at an internal bus loop, which means depending where you get on the bus, you may have to make several other stops around the resort before you even leave to get to one of the parks. So just keep that in mind. The last stop before the buses head out is right here in front of the main lobby, close to the hospitality area. So shout out to Lainey, the cast member who checked us in, who drew all over this map and showed us where all the different bus stops are, and pointed out that when you're booking, if you want to be closest to not only that final bus stop, but also all of this main amenities, you're going to want to book it close to hospitality room. She also noted that there are only a few buildings with elevators in the resort, so those are 62 to 64, so you can also preference that when you're booking, and everything should be laid out on the DVC Rental Store, and they can help you with those preferences as well. Now, right here in this area, the first thing you're going to come up to is the quick service restaurant. Is a bit of a stretch of a word. It's called Goods Foods to Go, but it is pretty much just a walk-up counter with some basic options like burgers and hot dogs and chicken tenders. They do have a fun dessert we're going to get for in a second. Also right here is the Gurgling Suitcase, which is a cult favorite lounge in Walt Disney World. They've got great cocktails and great food, so that's where we're headed for some lunch. And the name Gurgling Suitcase goes back to Prohibition days, where people were sneaking in certain things into Key West, which is, of course, the southernmost part of the United States.
Taking a look at the menu here at the Gurgling Suitcase, you have a number of signature cocktails that are all very tropical in nature, as is, well, appropriate for the setting. You've got the Key West Freeze, Cherry Bourbon Splash, and then there is a Key West Ale on the menu that I'm very interested by. As far as lounge bites go, there are a few specific options you can pick up here, like the spinach and artichoke dip, deep fried pickle chips, and the pulled pork nachos. Now, the vibe in the Gurgling Suitcase is very eclectic. You're going to see framed a variety of vanity license plates and patches. All of these have been donated by guests. I'm not sure when the tradition started, but I do think it's really cool that the guests that have donated those items will have them here, and they are all vanity plates that are specifically referencing Disney or Old Key West. And I do like seeing the patches of the various service members throughout the lounge.
All right, waiting for our food, but we did pick up some bevies. For starters, I got one of the specialty beverages called the Strawberry Lemonade, which is made with Patron Silver Tequila, key lime juice, strawberry, and lemonade with a sugared rim. I asked the lovely bartender to go a little bit light on the sweeteners there, but I'm excited to have it for the key lime juice.
Light on the sweeteners, but still got that sugar rim.
Well, I felt bad being like, please no sweetener and also no sugar rim. I don't even like sugared rims. I'm gonna lick the part I want to drink out of, and then, okay, I just got anxiety. You know when you get anxiety? Anyway. That's not the point. The point is Alan got the Florida Beer Company Key West Sunset Ale, which is a kind of local beer. It's a Florida-made craft beer, and I bet it's got a little lime vibe to it, so that'll be delicious, I bet.
Yeah, that is a beach beer if I've ever had one. It goes the way of like more of like a Corona style vibe, but it doesn't have that same like lager feel. It is very clearly an ale. I feel weird because I feel like I should be enjoying this on a lounger in my swim trunks.
Rim cleared. Cheers. We're here to party in Old Key West, because I can taste that tequila. You know, that is something that would normally be too sweet for me. I was wary, but because it is lemonade and lime, it is more tart than it is sweet. There's a little bit of sweetness coming from the strawberry, but you can definitely taste the tequila too. This does taste like something I should be drinking outside near a palm tree, which, there's one right there.
Checks notes. That's where we're at. We have picked up the conch fritters. This is Olivia's famous recipe served with key lime mustard, and the bacon jam cheeseburger. This is made with cheddar cheese, crispy onions, avocado, and bacon jam with a house-made Key West ketchup and aioli.
All right, I'm digging into the conch. A little fresh lemon on there. A little fresh lime on there. I think of Cool Runnings when I hear this song. Great movie. All right, conch fritter, key lime mustard. So this is kind of like a hush puppy and calamari had a baby, is how I would maybe describe it. Because it's very like bready, like a hush puppy, and there's some vegetables in there, a little pepper. But then you've also got the kind of like sponginess of the conch, which is similar to, again, like a calamari. And then it's fried on the outside, not as crispy as calamari might be, but it does have a nice little zip thanks to this key lime mustard. So definitely unique, not my favorite thing ever. I actually really like the pickle chips there, but very unique and specific to Old Key West.
How? It's so big.
I want to eat a fry. The fries are really good.
Okay, I've gotten everything but the bottom bun.
Oh my God!
Full disclosure, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna eat this.
Put it in your face now.
I have to like unhinge my jaw.
Be a snake.
Oh, 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 oh.
You did it.
There's a lot happening there. There's a lot of it. Avocado is fresh and ripe. Tomato, very fresh. All the vegetables are fresh. The onion straws are mostly peppery, not very salty, which I love because a lot of that salt and sweetness is coming from the bacon jam that's on top. It's a little salt, a little sweet, a little smoky. The burger itself is, it's a big burger. I've got to be honest, I'm not tasting anything unique about the burger itself. I think this is like a burger fresh off the grill. What it's about is just the sheer volume of toppings you have on top of a good-sized patty. Yeah.
All right, now that we had a pretty dang tasty lunch, I gotta say that burger was much better than a regular quick service burger. Made to order, that's nice. We're gonna take a little stroll and look at some of the recreation because since this was the first DVC resort, there is lots to do on property because they knew the majority of the guests here would be those timeshare guests that are staying for longer than your average family or maybe taking it a little bit more leisurely because they return year after year. So at Old Key West, you've got shuffleboard right here. You've got tennis courts where they also have pickleball equipment. There's a basketball court, volleyball court, campfire. They've got laundry facilities in case your room does not have laundry in it, which many of them do. You've got a playground. And then right here is your biggest pool, which is the sandcastle pool because it's designed to, of course, look like a sandcastle. It's got the water slide, and this is going to be the pool with your pool activities. There are also 3 leisure pools around the resort, one of which is called the Turtle Pool, and it has another quick service spot called the Turtle Shack where you can again get things like chicken nuggets and burgers and some basic food since this property is huge. Also along this area, you've got ping pong, foosball, cornhole, giant chess, lots and lots to do. So if you're staying here, a resort day it could be a lot of fun.
Oh no, we're gonna try to get into the hammock. Stand by it. I still think we're gonna fall down. Huh. Behind the pillar, so we might miss the fall. This is not going well. That's what she's thinking. She's thinking to herself, this is going poorly. She could roll out. But through careful execution, she is going to contort herself in that. So yeah, so relaxing, she says. All right, now try to get out.
Why is it so low?
I don't know why it's so low. Try to get out.
If you got on here, would we hit the ground?
Probably.
Would we bottom out?
Probably. This is going well. Perfect execution. Well done. As Molly mentioned, the main area pool is the largest of the pools on property and has all of the activities. So you're going to have all those gatherings listed on the programs and schedules throughout the resort. The splash pad for your kids, a playground, hot tub for that people soup, gross. Don't thumbs up people soup. Really? Really? What do we do?
I have to tell you something.
I'm nervous.
Someone left a very wise comment on the Mammoth Club video of the Hard Rock Hotel and said that if a hot tub is people soup, is a pool gazpacho.
Commenter, I don't know you, but I hate you.
I love you. I think, yes. But gazpacho is just a kind of soup, so it's just a specific bowl of soup. You can make a hot tub any kind of hot soup you'd like.
Commenter, I don't like that.
I do.
And here's how you know it is a main pool area. The dolphins, which were added for extra levity. We love that. There's this guy. Look at how happy he looks.
He's a jaunty guy.
Look at that. That is a happy dolphin camper. That one up there has their eyes closed. They're diving back into what looks to be the fence, so that does make sense why their eyes are closed. He's like, no, I don't want to crash into the fence.
Jumping's so fun.
Oh, yeah. Continuing our exploration, I have found in the corner here a sauna inside of the lighthouse. Molly's inside of it. Welcome to my crib is wild. Oh, that is truly a full wood sauna, a dry heat sauna. That is unique. I can't think of any other Walt Disney World resort that has that. And as I rack my brain, I've mentally confirmed it. Molly has as well. Here's people soup without anybody in it. So you guys get to see one of the...
No croutons.
No people in this soup here. So you get to see what a hot... For those of you who've never seen what a hot tub looks like empty, guess what? You see it now.
This is just broth.
All right, you get the camera now. No.
Also a kind of unique feature, although not exclusive here, is there is an on-site gym right here at the REST Beach Recreation Department. I say unique because it is otherwise limited to Coronado Springs and the other deluxe resorts, but since this is once again a villa resort, it does have that bonus amenity. Additionally, there are some amenities that are available for rent, like bikes, including Surrey bikes. You can also go fishing. Those activities will cost you a little bit extra, and you can inquire about those as well as getting the complimentary equipment for things like basketball and tennis at the Conch Flats Community Hall right here. This is also a place where they're going to have different activities and crafts and things that you're welcome to do. Some of them for free, some of them cost a little bit extra. What did we just do?
We rented some flicks.
We rented some DVDs because they've got binders full of movies and board games you can rent. And we already were going to watch Father of the Bride tonight to prepare for the podcast. But now we rented it on DVD, which is more fun than streaming it from our phone.
The 15th anniversary special edition.
I hope there's some special features.
Ooh, bonus content?
I hope.
Behind the scenes?
I hope so.
Making of. And next up, we are going to visit what looks like the evil twin of Mr. Eel, the Electric Eel Arcade. This is a V-Small arcade where you've got some Willy Crash. I don't know, Willy or Woney. ATV Slam, the Safari Ranger, Guitar Hero, Galaga Assault. Just some basic games here, and a very small.
To go to pick up a specialty treat, this is the key lime swirl. You can only get it here. It's key lime Dole Whip with vanilla soft serve swirled with graham crackers on top. They also have a frozen key lime pie, but you know, specialty Dole Whip. I love the lime Dole Whip because it's so tart, and then it's got a little sweetness from the vanilla, little crumble from the graham, like a little crunch from the graham. A very delicious treat.
And before we head to our room to do our room tour, we're going to head to Conch Flats General Store, Cargo and Provisions. Now on the inside, you are going to find a whole host of what you can consider your quote, normal, unquote Disney merchandise. So we're talking a selection of t-shirts, some plushes, ears, home goods, things of that nature. But there is also a wide selection of Old Key West specific merchandise and some unique DVC merch as well.
Let's take a look at that specific stuff, because those are always my favorite collections. For Old Key West, you've got Corksicle, mug, t-shirt, sweatshirt, Gurgling Suitcase coasters, Gurgling Suitcase t-shirt, Gurgling Suitcase koozie, a long sleeve sweater, Loungefly, towel. These sweatpants, which are just DVC sweatpants, not Old Key West specific. Old Key West ears, Old Key West Loungefly wallet, Old Key West Vineyard Vines polo, Old Key West Vineyard Vines quarter zip, different Old Key West Vineyard Vines quarter zip. We've also got an Old Key West Tervis, Old Key West tank top, Old Key West button-up shirt. We've also got Old Key West pin, an Old Key West robe for luxuriating. We're not done yet, Old Key West fan, because there's also this Old Key West mug, Old Key West Ornament 1 and Ornament 2. So if you are an Old Key West fan or member, boy, can you show that proudly.
All right, now that you've gotten through that quite extensive selection of specialty merchandise for Old Key West, I will round it out by saying that because this is a DVC resort, you can pick up various sundries like food items, etc., adult beverages, ready to go, ready to make meals like Eggos or pizzas that you can throw in the oven, because every single one of these rooms either has a kitchen or a kitchenette. And last but certainly not least, you have your sundries shelf where there are items for you to pick up should you have forgotten them at home, like allergy meds, razors, combs, and the like.
And we have made it into our room. And it is so cute. And it's on the golf course. And they have updated these since I've stayed here. It's been a while. So let's do a rapid fire room tour. This is a 1-bedroom villa that can sleep 5. But let's back it up to the beginning. First up, right when you walk in, you've got this closet where we put all of our luggage, but they've got a vacuum, some storage areas right here. And then also, I love this. They have this little shelf right with the mirror as you're leaving, so you can put like your keys, your sunglasses, your Father the Bride DVDs, normal things. But I do love that there's a final like, do I look cute for the park? Let's go, mirror. This leads to the next room in case you're booking adjacent rooms for an even bigger party. And then here is the main living area with a full kitchen. We've got a dining set right here, table and chairs. Big TV tucked in right here, and then full seating area, 2 couches, as well as a chair. And I'm gonna guess something in here pulls out, which you know what that means. You know what you must do.
I'm really happy I didn't fall onto that one. Lessons were learned. This is, for a couch bed, pretty comfortable, but that's on couch bed standards. This is a 4.5. It's just oddly shaped. Like, it's supporting the weirdest parts of my body.
I'm gonna guess this also pulls out.
Absolutely not.
You must. Oh, a backflip approach.
No.
Shimmy up a little bit, I think, to where your head would actually be. Okay, well, first of all, you don't fit. So if you're 6'3", 4 or taller, this is not gonna work for you.
It is.
Maybe even shorter. I think if you're 6 feet taller or more, this is not gonna work.
This is like campground chic styles. It's like I'm on a sleeping bag that's been upgraded with like a little down base. It's actually better than the other bed, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna give this one a 4.8.
Oh, just a little bit. I'm gonna see if I fit. I fit.
Yes, you do.
Barely. Like, I'm 5'7", so I think my height is about the cap. For most kids, I think for kids, this is fine.
Yeah, this is like, for a kid, this is like a fun camping trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then over here, we also have the infamous Hey Disney. Also this very cute lamp that's shaped like a lifeguard chair with a Mickey on it. But we must, tradition says.
Hey Disney, tell us a joke.
I don't know, Otto. What does go? Otto, that is too hilarious.
Is the joke that we don't speak droid? Because I just feel excluded. Hey Disney, tell us a joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Owl.
I can answer.
Owl who? I'll let you know in a minute.
It's not funny, but it is amazing to me that they've gotten progressively worse somehow. I think we've hit rock bottom and then we get a new one. Owl, think of it later.
You say, I'll tell you later.
Or owl.
I'll see you later.
Owl from Winnie the Pooh. There's a joke to be made there. That's funnier than that. And I do want to point out with the TV, it is a smart TV, it's an upgraded TV, but we're still using DVDs to watch our movie tonight. Also, again, 1-bedroom villa, so it has a full kitchen. All of the rooms here, the 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms have full kitchens. The studios, which is more like a classic hotel room layout, still has a kitchenette. But as always, I'm not the person to explain what's in the kitchen. That's Alan.
Welcome to the kitchen. Here you have a sink. Very big.
I'm glad you're here to explain that. I can't cook, so I'm glad you're here to point out a sink.
This beauty holds water. Coffee make coffee, you have your Joffrey's Resort blend. Also some non-refrigerated creamer, always freaks me out. Toaster for you retirees. Inside of this cabinet, you have glasses, mugs, bowls, plates, serving platters. If you are curious what you can find inside of your new resort room, you have a handy dandy amenity list here. If anything's missing, by the way, you can call the front desk and they can help get that for you. Microwave, oven, actual oven, stove top. Down below, pans for the bacon. Oh, this is not empty. Cooking ware, measuring cups, strainer, pots, pans, silverware, serving implements, spatulas, spoons, and ladles. Cutting board. Please use a cutting board. These aren't granite countertops, but use the cutting board, please. Freezer with ice maker. Note, you have to turn the ice maker on. If you're staying here for an extended stay, make sure you flip that lid switch down. Fridge. And way over here at the start, you have knives. And below your sink, paper towels, sponges, dishwashing detergent and soap, paper towels that are actually opened here, recycling, and trash cans. So you don't want to do all that manual labor, you have a dishwasher. And one of the biggest perks of having a full kitchen is that you can do grocery delivery and have food stocked up to prep for breakfast or snacks throughout your stay. Kitchen complete.
One thing I love, and one way you can tell these rooms have been upgraded and renovated, is there's a lot more plugs around with different charging portals. But now let us head to the bedroom. Dads, here's that thermostat. In here we have the laundry room. This is another perk of staying in a DVC villa. You've got a laundry basket, full-size washer dryer. You do have some laundry detergent, also an iron and ironing board, as well as some cleaning implements in here. And then we move into the bedroom, where you have this chair. Doesn't look particularly comfortable.
It isn't.
But you have a nice large king bed right here, another TV, chest of drawers. Here's your full-length mirror for when you want to see if your fit is cute for the parks. How's the bed?
It's very nice. It's like a 7.6, 7.8.
7.8. All right, not the best, but not bad at all. And the bedroom leads to a door that I can open, an outdoor seating area with a table and chairs. And then again, it looks like we are on the golf course that's over here by Disney Springs and Saratoga Springs. But it's very nice out here, very relaxing, very not super hot right now, which I'm enjoying as well. And our final stop, the bathroom, which starts with this nice large closet right here, which has got a safe, extra bedding,
Hot tub with a seat.
cute picture of Mickey and Minnie on the wall, and then you've got your large vanity right here. Hey, it's me. You've got the secondary space right here where you've got another mirror. Unfortunately, there is no attachment for it, so it's gonna get a 6. It's a nice big hairdryer, but royal throne and large walk-in shower. Definitely not H2O products. And here's your shower. I do wish that the toilet was separated from the shower. I like a split bathroom layout, but I think the toilet should be on its own so that people can be doing their stuff at the same time. Now, before we get into the big question, what did this room cost? What's your first impression of this room?
I think it's really nice, very light. It reminds me of like your grandparents' beach house, but not in an outdated way.
Yes, this is definitely the first thing I thought was like, we rented a condo at the beach growing up many years and it felt like that. I do wish there were some more Disney touches. There's a cute picture of Mickey and Minnie, but
Yeah, that's really about it. And I will also say it feels, unlike a lot of other DVC resorts or villa-style resorts, it feels a little bit bare in terms of like some of the decor. There's not a lot of like pictures that are, other than like, you don't have a lot of those smaller touches.
it's a cute room. I do like the layout. It's very spacious. You could get a lot of people in here too and not feel cramped, I think, which
Fully
I do
agree.
enjoy. But the big question, how much did it cost? Well, for this one bedroom studio for tonight, which is a weeknight in October, the rack rate on Disney's website, without any discounts, taxes and fees, all in $785. DVC rental store $588.
Now for a studio on the same night, so tonight, which is again, middle of the week in October, rack rate would have been $591, all told, taxes and fees, and through DVC rental store, $273.
The least expensive that you could get a studio at this resort, $200, which is an incredible price when you consider the fact that this resort, while moderate in its kind of vibe, style, and amenities, it does give you the perks of the deluxe and villa resorts, which includes extended evening hours, which is a perk exclusive to, again, deluxe and villa guests, where one of the parks, usually Magic Kingdom or Epcot, stays open a few hours later. They're very low crowds. That's when you're gonna have very low walk-on waits at popular rides like Guardians and Tron. Maybe you don't have to do Lightning Lane that day because you're going to knock out some of those big rides in the evening. Additionally, like with any Disney resort, you're going to get the 30-minute early theme park entry, which happens every day at all 4 parks. And that right there is why we like working with DVC Rental Store, because $200 is like less than Pop Century.
1,000%. And that's true across all of the properties that DVC Rental Store works with. You're going to find deals like this everywhere.
And we did. As always, we pulled a couple other price points just to give you some other references for DVC Rental Store. A room in Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is a studio room, so a fairly standard hotel room. $160 on DVC Rental Store. That's less than staying here, by the way. Animal Kingdom Lodge, $160. Rack rate on Disney, $699.
And a beach club studio in January, rack rate would have been $730. At DVC Rental Store, $300.
And for the record, that same night at Port Orleans Riverside, rack rate $376. So you could stay at the beach club, walking distance to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and get deluxe evening hours for less than, almost $100 less than staying at Port Orleans with Disney.
And if you want to look at a Magic Kingdom resort in March the Polynesian, we looked at a studio there. Rack rate $918. Through DVC Rental Store, $500 even.
So we genuinely love recommending them. We book rooms for friends and family using them, and we love hearing from you, the Man Fam, when people say, oh, I got to stay at the Polynesian, I never thought I'd get to stay there because of the rates at DVC Rental Store. So when you are looking to book, especially if you are looking to book a bigger space, if you've got a bigger party, it's more fun to all be in one room like this than it would be to have to get two rooms somewhere else. And that's why we like working with them, because their rates are unbelievable, and people are like, what's the catch? There literally isn't one. You get the same perks of booking a Disney hotel. You still get the 7-day out Lightning Lane window. Again, you get those deluxe and villa resort perks.
True. And they were all once cast members themselves, so they do understand the product deeply and well and are very trustworthy.
But with that, we have to get ready because we are going to go to dinner at the sit-down restaurant here at Old Key West, which is a sleeper fave. A lot of people love this one. It's been a while.
People love Olivia's.
It's been a while since we've been there.
It has been a while.
So let's see. We're back at the front.
Yes, we are. Right there.
Let's go. As we mentioned, we are headed to Olivia's Cafe, which is a full-service restaurant here, open for brunch and dinner. It's pretty easy to get a spot here. You can usually do a walk-up, although, you know, it's always good to have a reservation just to make sure. They also do Olivia's to go, so if you wanted to take advantage of having that nice space in your room, you can order things, pick it up, package to go, and then eat it back in your villa. I really do love that around this resort, they feature like pictures or the patches of the members. It makes it feel like it is like a quaint little neighborhood condo beach property somewhere, as opposed to, you know, being at Walt Disney World. And also I just like looking at pictures of people at Walt Disney World in the 90s because of the fashions.
The menu here at Olivia's is Southern home cooking, but with a little like twist of the sea. They have a couple of featured cocktails. The appetizers there, of course, known for their conch fritters, which we have had before today. Then they are quite tasty. You also have crab cakes, shrimp cocktails, seasonal market salad, and a soup du jour. As far as the entrees go, they are known for their slow-cooked prime rib and their southernmost buttermilk chicken, but they also have things like the mahi-mahi, West Indian tofu and coconut curry, and a Captain Wahoo's catch of the day. Now today, that's a salmon that's coming all the way from Epcot. So it's a magical fish. Speaking of things that came from Epcot, the bacon jam cheeseburger today has pickles on it that have come from the Land Pavilion, so we had magical pickles today. Now, as far as the beverages go, they have a listing of additional specialty cocktails, some sangrias, sparkling wines, and a selection of red, white, and rosé. There are also some beers they have on tap, as well as some canned or bottled varieties.
I have some bread. Ooh, it's coconut. Yeah, that's delicious, soft coconut bread, so it's slightly sweet.
Hush puppy, split it open. What an even split that was. Into honey butter. Honey cinnamon butter.
Is it good?
This is a dense hush puppy with a great cornmeal crust that's been fried to perfection. Corn on the inside. But that honey butter with the cinnamon on top, it's a very interesting, like, savory, sweet combo. So if you're into that, then this is going to be right up your alley. Wow.
Our entrees have arrived. I picked up the shrimp and grits, which is made with cheesy grits, a Creole sauce, and an andouille sausage. And Alan has to, I think legally, as a Southern gentleman, he has to try the southernmost buttermilk chicken, which is served with roasted garlic mashed potatoes, southern gravy, a biscuit, and seasonal vegetables, which appear to be green beans at this moment. But, you know, Alan's always got to review the southern food and see how it fares. I do love shrimp and grits. Okay. Our server, when I ordered this, told me it had a little bit of southern heat, which I loved, and it really does. It has, I mean, it's not a ton by any means, but it does have a little bit of kick in the back, thanks to that Creole sauce. The shrimp are cooked really well. There's lots of shrimp on here. The grits, I think, are actually pretty darn good. I will get Alan to sign off as well, but they're really cheesy, really creamy. Definitely like a whole stick of butter in here. And they're not my favorite shrimp and grits I've ever had, but overall, I think they're pretty good. The sauce is very tomato-y, so it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. So it almost could be like pasta sauce on grits, but they balance it out with a little bit of heat that comes in. So yeah, this is good. Again, not the best meal I've ever had, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm nervous. All right. There really is no like good way. What? Full disclosure, I did anticipate that was like a bone-in piece of meat. It's not. So I just look like a cave person there. Oops. All right. I've had a bite on its own. Let's have some with the gravy, which is a sawmill gravy. Well, sawmill-ish. You can definitely taste that this has been marinated in buttermilk. There is that buttermilk tang to it. It's not the most moist chicken I've ever had that's a fried chicken, but let's be honest, that's because it's a fried piece of the breast, right? If you want the most moist chicken, that's going to come from the thigh or some dark meat. Breading sticks to it well. Peppery. I wish it had more seasoning in general in the breading. I do like the sawmill gravy that comes on top. Again, I just wish there was a little bit more pepper in this, but it's a good sawmill gravy. Got that rich, creamy flavor coming from it. And now I'm going to try the biscuits. Super buttery, covered in salt and butter and spices on top. I mean, yeah. I'm turning this into a biscuit sandwich. 100%, that's where we're at. That's, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have vegetables. The green beans are good, very crispy and garlicky. And the mashed potatoes are very buttery and garlicky. Oh my gosh.
And thanks to having a kitchen to heat things back up, we got some to-go boxes and are now looking at the dessert menu where they've, of course, got a key lime pie. They've got a toasted coconut cake with edible flowers from the land. I like that so many of their things have the land involved, but we are going with the Bananas Foster, which is warm banana bread, bananas Foster sauce, and vanilla ice cream. Should also note on the back, thank you, Vanna. They have some after-dinner drinks and coffee. I love cinnamon. I can say it correctly. I want the record to show I can say cinnamon. Nope. I love banana bread. I'm one of those people that always has hopes and dreams of baking it when you have bananas that you're like, I'll put them in the freezer, I'll make banana bread. I never do. But I do love it when I get to eat it, made by someone else who did use their 2 ripe bananas to make it.
Who could that be?
This is delicious banana bread. It's got cinnamon and clove and nutmeg and all the delicious, very autumnal seasoning spices that go into banana bread, but then it's caramelized on the outside, so it's got a little bit of extra sweetness and a little bit of extra stickiness in the texture, and then paired with the very delicious caramelly sauce, as well as these bananas that have been flambéed and caramelized as well with a little classic vanilla ice cream. This is a simple in flavor profile, but very delicious dessert.
All right, well, that was Olivia's. I have to say, better than I anticipated.
I have been to Olivia's several times, and I do feel like it's one where I always go, huh? Like when I leave, it's always a nice, comforting food. They do specialize in comfort food. It's not personally something I would go out of my way to go to. But if I was staying here, I would absolutely come to Olivia's, especially on a check-in day or if you had a easy park day.
It also just fits with the vibe of what we've sort of sussed out this resort to be, which is very family oriented. It feels like it's just one big sort of community-based situation here across the resort. And I felt that even more when I walked in and saw a bunch of family photos. So overall, I would say I did enjoy.
And let's keep the family theme going, but this time with the family made of Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, may she rest in peace, and Kimberly Williams Paisley.
Father of the Bride?
It's time.
Real quick, the reason we're watching that is for the Zetas Lapidus Man with Club Original podcast.
Or it's just an awesome movie.
Yep. All right, we're gonna do that. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning.
Hello, we are back at the main area to have breakfast. Also, gotta go to Blockbuster.
Yeah, I gotta return those DVDs. What a great double feature that was.
I'm so glad you watched. You've never seen the second one,
No.
and it is something. I love these movies.
Breakfast? Well, I said breakfast, but it's actually brunch. We are here for the brunch part of Olivia's day that Molly
Look at the brunch. We're gonna do the brunch. Mama on the brunch has a booby. It's so good.
So we're headed back to Olivia's this morning. I need coffee.
You must love it to the baba shower. Yes. Mother and brother baba together. He's the best part, and you know it. Frank is the best part. First, we must look at the cock. The cock.
Into the video return drop.
That was really nostalgic for me.
Wow,
That was fun. That was great. We are back at Olivia's, which is open for brunch from 7:30 until 2. The other breakfast option would be to go to Goods Foods to Go, and they're gonna have your quick service breakfast like Mickey pancakes and breakfast sandwiches and grab and go options. If you wanna have a sit down, more leisurely time, this is where it's at.
Taking a look at Olivia's brunch menu, it has a very similar vibe to dinner where it's going to be down-home southern comfort with a little bit of a tropical twist. So for your brunch appetizer, you have a shrimp cocktail making its return along with the conch fritters. And then you have your entrees, which are headlined by the southernmost buttermilk chicken, where you can either get exactly what you could have for dinner or a breakfast twist with scrambled eggs and breakfast potatoes. They also have crab cakes Benny, a Caesar salad of chicken, known brunch item, and the Olivia's breakfast. Also, should note, if you are just really jonesing for that bacon jam cheeseburger for every meal of your day, that is an option here. Brunch, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, big shout out to our server, Allie, who not only told us all kinds of secret menu hacks, including the fact that if you wanted to, you could create your own omelet, and both meals we just ordered are secret menu items, so those are coming. But I also asked if she had iced coffee or cold brew, and she said, we have really good cold brew. It's from Joffrey's. And I was like, is it shaky Jamaican? And she said, yes. I said, say less. And then she brought me one the size of my head. This is the biggest shaky Jamaican I've ever had. All right, and here are our breakfast items. So there was, as Alan pointed out, that crab cake Benny on the menu. I asked our wonderful server how it is. She said it wasn't her favorite, and you know what? I respect the honesty of a server because that's what I want to know. But she said they can do a delicious classic eggs Benny on a biscuit with the key lime hollandaise. Sign me up. Also, it comes with Olivia's signature cheesy potatoes, and I'm like giddy about those potatoes. Allie also let us know that they can do a secret menu chicken and waffles with their famous fried chicken and Mickey waffles. Say less. Sexy syrup pour.
Chicken. That looks like Mickey has a headpiece. Together. Yeah, that's very good. I have the same thoughts on the chicken that I had last night, but the waffle edition, guys, the golden malted waffle, crispy exterior, fluffy interior, syrup and butter. What are you doing? This is elite.
Sexy egg break now. Ooh, oh my god, I love a gooey egg. I had the choice of a biscuit or an English muffin. Obviously, I went biscuit.
Holidays for days.
Holidays. The biscuit, pretty good. We had one last night, and it's soaking up all that gooey, runny egg. And then you've got the nice little bit of saltiness from the ham, and then you've got the eggy, creamy, dreamy Holidays, which does have a little like citrus sip because of the key lime. It doesn't taste like regular Hollandaise. It's fantastic. This is a delicious bite. But I'm so excited about these potatoes. It tastes like your grandma made it. It is creamy. It is so simple. It's just potatoes, little pepper, lots of cheese. It tastes like literally like something my grandmother makes. This is delicious. This is definitely my favorite meal we've had here. As an update, this is not shaky Jamaican. This is like the mocha one from Joffrey, so it's still delicious, but it's not the one I thought it was going to be. Just as a PSA. But they do have Shaky Jamaica and Good Foods together.
Okay, well, breakfast was very tasty. I do love the recommendations that Allie made with the secret menu.
Yeah, she also lets us know if you just want a Mickey waffles, you could have those too. So make sure you ask. And also, as a pro tip, as always, get your to-go coffee or whatever you were drinking. But yeah, breakfast was definitely my favorite meal, brunch I should say, favorite meal of all at Old Key West.
I am aligned. That said, though, what have been your thoughts at Old Key West?
Someone in our DMs referred to this lovingly as a retirement home, and it does feel like that.
Valid.
I mean that in the most complimentary way. And this person, by the way, she's like, I'm 40, by the way. It is like the most laid-back Disney resort by far. Like, it the most feels like you are at your like condo on the beach, and everybody here comes here every summer, and they're all
sort of
locals.
all kind of know each other.
And it just like, it has a vibe of being like a laid-back beach community, and it's a very different vibe than most Disney hotels. And so if you want to feel a little more relaxed and on vacation, then you might at like something with a little more hullabaloo.
Like a contemporary, for example.
Exactly. You will here.
I also think, like that being said, it adds up to being the cheapest way to get a lot of those benefits. For the deluxe resort benefits and the villa benefits, I mean, looking at the prices for Old Key West, it's shocking sometimes for what you can stay here for.
I will say for me personally, this is not the theme of resort I would go to because I live in a tropical place. So seeing a palm tree isn't like novel to me. I like booking resorts like Animal Kingdom Lodge or Wilderness Lodge that have a completely different feel. So I get a lot of people come to Florida and they want to feel like they're in a tropical environment, so you might as well stay at a Florida themed hotel.
True, and it's also why we get a lot of people loving Caribbean Beach.
Yes.
It's the same sort of vibe there. I will also say that as far as food goes here, it isn't my favorite. I think it's not a foodie-based resort, but it is something that you could feel like some family member of yours has probably made a similar dish on many of your vacations, and that's what you're going to get here.
It's comfort food.
Yeah.
It's comfort food, and I would think it was like pretty good to like better than I expected. Like,
It is nice that it
throughout
is.
the board.
And by some family member, I mean like some
Your grandma.
southern grandma.
Your grandma
Made
made
this
that.
for you.
My Midwestern grandma made those potatoes till I added the Tabasco, but
Then they got way too spicy. Hold on.
literally. I also think a huge perk is the boat to Disney Springs. I know a lot of people like that. Again, leisurely vibes of just like enjoying a beautiful boat ride over to Disney Springs where you've got a lot more dining options. I do think a con is that internal bus loop. I say that of any hotel that has an internal bus loop. It's just,
It adds so much time to your day when you're trying to get out of the resort, whether you want to go to the parks or you're like, it is an extra bit of time that you have to factor into your travel when you already have probably a busy schedule. Maybe not if you're staying here. Maybe not.
maybe maybe you're just vibing because that's what most people seem to be doing when they're at Old
It's
Key
true.
West.
This is the most like chill but active resort
Yeah.
area I have seen in this staycation series.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, that brings us to an end of this stay at Old Key West Resort.
Big thank you again to our friends at DVC Rental Store for booking and sponsoring this adventure. Let us know if you book with them, and let us know where you'd like to see next. We've done pretty much every resort in Walt Disney World, but a lot of places we've only done like very unique rooms. Like we've only stayed in the cabins at the Wilderness Lodge. We haven't done like just a normal room at the Polynesian or Saratoga. But let us know where we should stay next.
And until next time, friends, please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new, follow us on all of our socials, and come join us on Discord. We'd love to have you there. Links for all that down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Ollie.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been laid back.
It's been relaxing.
It's been nice.
It's been a vibe.
There's been steel drums echoing my head the whole time.
Yeah, well, that's true. They've been echoing
Sometimes
throughout.
real, sometimes just in my mind. The entire playlist is like the Cool Running soundtrack, which I would know because I had it as a child.
Keep on. Who the hell asked for this?
You don't want to be in the bathroom and let me talk to you?
First of all, how you doing?
Sexy.
It has a scene.
That's a nice bathtub.
Gosh, guys, what a great flick.
What a time to be alive. You could be in the bath and watching a movie? Like, incredible.